We'll get to him in a second. Greta Van Susteren is at National Airport in Washington. Greta, what are you hearing?
I just got off my plane. I was headed to New York. Planes were stalled. I'm at National Airport on the parking lot. I heard a huge noise. I looked over in the direction of the Pentagon. There's a huge plume of smoke coming from that area. I can't verify it's the Pentagon because there are these buildings in the way. You see particles coming down in the air, some sort of white particles. I can't tell what that is. I'd heard a noise slightly before I'd seen the smoke. I don't know if it's an airplane, if it's a bomb, but it was certainly something, and obviously there's a terrific fire going on. The skies are clear here except for the tremendous amount of smoke that's coming from there. Lots of sirens from all different directions, and of course a lot of uncertainty here at National Airport.
I watched the plane. It was like
Okay, United 93.
Go ahead.
Is 29 miles out of 29 minutes out of Washington D.C. 29 minutes out of Washington D.C. and tracking towards it. This is the one who reversed cars in Ohio.
Yes. Go ahead.
That's all I have.
Okay, the United 93 is 29 minutes out of where?
He's heading towards the Washington area. He was at flight level 350. He turned around at Akron, Ohio, and is tracking toward the Washington area at this time.
They're pulling Jeff away to go talk about United 93.
Do we want to think about scrambling aircraft?
Oh, God, I don't know.
That's a decision somebody's going to have to make probably in the next 10 minutes.
Everybody just left the room.
United 93 is 20 miles northwest of Johnstown.
20 miles northwest on primary?
Well, that's a report from another aircraft. United 93?
Yes.
Was waving his wings as he went past the VFR aircraft. They don't quite know what that means. Rocking his wings.
Okay.
A small mechanical arm of some kind that had a joint attached to it, indicating his idea that it may be part of a landing gear.
Today, that happened, 25 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago? Something of that sort.
One of the other pictures we saw, we actually saw a member of the military in full fatigue.
Outside the White House?
Outside the White House, fully loaded and ready to go for anything.
We expect that Mayor Giuliani is going to be speaking shortly. As you can imagine, I'm sure there is a scene of much confusion now at downtown in Lower Manhattan, outside the World Trade Center towers. We are just being told that the Pentagon is being evacuated.
And then use it up like thunder.
Oh, God, I can't deal with it. He or she saw the tail end of a large airliner plunge into the building. Again, a large airliner, so it's leading to suggest, again, this might have been a coordinated hijacking of airplanes to fly them in suicide missions, using planes as bombs, as the professor put it, planes as domestic planes as weapons.
It would appear at this point, not to be overly dramatic, on a horrible, horrible day, that some of the major parts of the United States, terms of public prestige, are under siege right now.
Okay, one more area now that we are going to be checking out, the National Mall. Is there a particular building on the mall? Let me ask our producers. Okay, a report of a fire on the National Mall. Of course, we'll be checking that out as well.
The president was told of the first incident this morning in Sarasota, Florida. He left immediately after making phone calls to the vice president, the governor of New York. This was before the scenes you're seeing here. Now here, as Lark pointed out, you can see the buildings of the Pentagon, and of course the Pentagon is constructed in a series of rings, appears to be intact at this point, which is a good sign.
Which is a good sign.
We're hoping now, you can also see just off the right-hand side of your screen, a helicopter circling just to the right. We're hoping to get more information about the Pentagon. We do have a crew on the way to New York as well, we might point out.
You know, it's only one. It was an explosion. They say it was it might be.
Oh my
calling Fieldcom. Correction, Fieldcom calling Manhattan.
All right, on the 80 floor, northwest corner, 50 people trapped, gang. That's in building 1.
10-4 Manhattan, you ready?
Hold on for a second.
Fieldcom to Manhattan.
Fieldcom.
You ought to see how much bigger we're trying to go. I mean, that's so far. Don't cause us trouble.
I was on the phone with Harry, and I asked
Imperial? Imperial. Yeah, you turning that medics away from that primary up there? The medics, Ravenna's talking to medics. I see him turn them out of United's way. Yeah, United. Put your primaries up, Bill, because I'm pretty sure that's him. It's tracking. I got it on and tracking. Okay.
What did they say?
A plane crashed into the Pentagon. What? A plane crashed into the Pentagon.
Sharon, plane just crashed into the Pentagon.
At this point, we're looking back at the World Trade Center towers here. The smoke continues to grow. The fire is clearly not under control yet.
Sam, we have another witness on the telephone of the second plane slamming into the second tower. His name is Robert Thomas from Brooklyn Heights. Can you hear me, Robert?
Yes, I can.
Can you tell us exactly what you saw?
I was on the roof deck of my building watching the fire from the first explosion, and I was on the phone with my parents in Florida, and I watched the second plane coming in from Staten Island-ish area, and I was telling my mom on the phone, that plane is too low, I can't believe
whatever that
debris
is down there that's fire.
Those will be fucking lives tonight. This will be taken up straight around the
All these countries are jealous of us, our way of life.
They want us to be miserable like they are.
Right, and we are now miserable. And now is the time to not even ask questions.
Nope.
Just to be pissed off and drop a few atom bombs, do a couple of chemical warfare hits, let their people burn and suffer until they understand.
Empty our stores of everything, because we haven't been bothering anybody.
Right.
They started screaming about colonialism, we stopped.
John Slattery, I'm sorry.
You're right. Dominic, what is it?
Elsa, it's Lynn. I only have a minute. I'm on United 93, and it's been hijacked by terrorists who say they have a bomb. Apparently they have flown a couple of planes into the World Trade Center already, and it looks like they're going to take this one down as well. Mostly, I just wanted to say I love you, and I'm going to miss you. and please give my love to my dad. And mostly, I just love you, and I just wanted to tell you that. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to tell you that again or not. All my stuff is in the safe. The safe is in my closet in my bedroom. The combination is you push T for clear and then 0913, and then it should, and maybe pound, and then it should unlock. I love you, and I hope I can talk to you soon. Bye.
Number 561 Alpha Charlie, contact Cleveland 119.32, sir.
1932, good day. Good.
United 93, Cleveland. Allegheny? I believe that to be the primary associated with the United 93, if you want to put your primary buttons on there. I got the primary buttons on. Okay, you want to just take the hand off in case he calls you or calls somebody down that area? Okay, I'll do that. He's not answering me anymore, right. And we don't know what altitude he's at. So. Okay, we put it out to Imperial and everybody below. All right.
Okay, we do know, or at least the Associated Press is now reporting, that an aircraft crashed near the Pentagon. And the West Wing of the White House, as Claire Shipman told us, was evacuated amid these threats of terrorism.
Fieldcom, Kay.
Fieldcom, Kay.
Okay, Fieldcom. 104th floor, northwest corner. 50 people trapped. The fire's burning beneath them, Kay.
104th floor, northwest corner. What building?
That's building 1, Kay.
10-4.
So all the network television most of the networks, all the immediate New York City networks, local skin are down. Did you hear anything about the Pentagon getting hit?
You know what that means, the Pentagon? I know. That's slap in the face. That's deep. That's national defense. That's ridiculous. Every branch is in there. The president could have been there. We didn't know. He's on a plane right now, I'm sure. He's on the ground. He's on the ground somewhere. He's either on the ground or on a plane someplace, talking to his generals. They want his head. He's on the ground in some war games type base.
And now apparently two other things that are happening, Mark, just want to bring you up to date on that. We've just gotten word in that the U.S. Capitol, we believe, is being evacuated along with the West Wing of the White House. And there we see over the old executive office building, you can see in the distance someone in the way there, but you can see right behind that technician there the flames coming from the Pentagon.
We'll try going down another block at another angle. Yeah, we can if you want. You get a... Okay. Did you get a shot of that debris? I know I interrupted you. It's not like they're actually taking a look at it. Well, that's sliding from the building. Well, that's from the building? You don't think that's from the plane? No. How can you tell? Like it's sliding from the building and it's all that glass. It's insulation. It's insulation glass inside from the building. Just look at that corner piece over there. It tripped over. That's why I kicked it. You can just spray a little more before we leave it.
Tuesday, 9:47 a.m.
Hi, baby. Baby, you have to listen to me carefully. I'm on a plane that's been hijacked. I'm on the plane. I'm calling from the plane. I want to tell you I love you. Please tell my children that I love them very much. And I'm so sorry, babe. I don't know what to say. There's 3 guys. They've hijacked the plane. I'm trying to be calm. We're turned around, and I've heard that there's planes that's been flown into the World Trade Center. I hope to be able to see your face again, baby. I love you. Bye.
End of message.
This way, folks! They're going home. Okay.
Okay, the United 93 is 29 minutes out of where?
He's heading towards the Washington area. He was at flight level 350. He turned around at Akron, Ohio, and is tracking toward the Washington area at this time.
Life-saving. I did photograph and videotape some of the medic units treating some of the injured immediately and as I moved forward. moving behind the ambulances, I was able to...
John, this is coming from the North Tower.
This is coming from the North Tower. These are people who I see jumping out onto the west, what it would be the West Side Highway, passing in front of the building. And as you can imagine, Mark, it is a gruesome scene. It's just blood or red from, I can't confirm that is absolutely bodies, but I can see it sure looks that way.
All right.
And then red splotches on the street in front of the building.
Okay.
Mark, a couple of things I want to pass along very quickly. According to the Associated Press, the White House has been threatened with a terrorist attack, according to a source. The West Wing has been evacuated. We want to mention now the Capitol has been evacuated as well the U.S. Treasury.
Mass call field com.
Philcom K.
All right. Building 2, 80th floor. 8 people trapped, okay?
Floor?
804 in building 2. 80 people trapped.
804, 10 floor.
Ron is trying to get real clear.
There were two planes. There were definitely two planes. And then like another plane hit the same place or the other building? The other building. So you saw that happen? Yeah. How big a plane was it? It was a small one. And then what? It was a fireball like to the top of the building. Like just on the left one? On the left one. And then just like it was like a million pieces of paper, you know, like all dropping down, and it was like it was literally paper, or it was paper? It looked like paper. And then just like those little pieces of things that like a million dollars. I don't know what those are.
United 93, do you hear Cleveland Center?
Chris Plant, tell me what you've learned since we last talked.
Well, in speaking to people here at the Pentagon as they're being evacuated from the building, I am told by several people that there was, in fact, an explosion. I was told by one witness, an Air Force enlisted, senior enlisted man, that he was outside when it occurred. He said that he saw a helicopter circle the building. He said that it appeared to be a U.S. military helicopter and that it disappeared behind the building where the helicopter landing zone is, and that he then saw a fireball go into the sky. I'm attempting to make my way around to that side of the building in my car right now to see if I can get a better visual perspective on the scene on that side of the building, but I can tell you that security has certainly clamped down. The U.S. Park Police, another federal law enforcement department, has arrived in force on the scene. There's a Park Police helicopter overhead. Every car that arrives at the gate where I was located was being stopped by officers at gunpoint. Everyone is being forced out of their vehicles as they arrive at the Pentagon. It's a very tense situation, obviously, but initial reports from witnesses indicate that there was, in fact, a helicopter circling the building. Contrary to what the AP reported, according to the witnesses I've spoken to anyway, and that this helicopter disappeared behind the building and that there was then an explosion.
Take it easy, man.
that up there, Chief? I'm still in Boy Stairway, 74th floor. No smoke or fire problem. Walls are breached, so be careful. Yeah, 10-4. I saw that on 68. All right, we're on 71. We're coming up behind you. 10-4. 6 more to go. Let me know when you see fire. Marshal on 75. 15 to 15 OV. 15 to 15 OV. 15 OV. Tommy, have you made it back down to the lobby yet? The elevator's screwed up. You can't move it? I don't want to get stuck in that shaft. Tommy, it's imperative that you try to get down to the lobby command post and get some people up to 40. We got injured people up here on 70. If you make it to the lobby command post, see if they can somehow get elevated past the 40th floor. We got people injured all the way up here.
As we also see on the left hand of our screen, the flames coming from the Twin Towers, the World Trade Center in New York. This could be the start of a major event in U.S. foreign policy. Those events probably going to unfold in the next couple of hours, and we're hoping for more information as to what exactly the United States is going to respond. The amazing thing at this point, Lark, it would appear to me, would be the simultaneous hijacking, not of small planes that you can rent, but of major commercial jetliners.
Major commercial jetliners. And we had a professor from American University who was talking about this as being an escalation of terrorism, a different technique that we have not seen. Of course, we've seen individuals strapped with explosives. We have seen trucks packed with explosives and cars. And now again to...
Steelcom, King.
Steelcom, we're not able to raise the Division 3 messenger van regarding the extra handy walkie-talkies, guys.
10-4.
I don't know why I'm going to you, but
California. Watch.
Yeah.
Something in the Midwest.
There's something in the West,
Chicago?
something in
That's
LA,
West.
Chicago.
I mean, there's obvious targets, but I mean, Chicago, LA.
Chicago or something in
Boy, they're going to the Pentagon.
They're doing it. They've shut down Wall Street.
Can you imagine they bombed? They actually crashed into the
Pentagon.
How do you get to do that? I thought that's like that airspace is completely protected. And how are they not on alert?
Well, everybody's on alert now.
I mean, it's 48 minutes later. I mean,
So what? I mean, that's certainly enough time.
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you.
You know, this is a huge country to try to protect, though.
I know, but the Pentagon is a target that is considered a highly desirable target.
But you know what? They probably are sitting there going, nobody would ever do this, just like they did during World War II.
After the White House, what's the next biggest target? It's got to be the Pentagon, right?
Yeah.
What's bigger than that?
Pentagon is bigger than the White House. It's where we have our nuclear capability.
Now, where does all the cabinet and the president go when you evacuate them? Where do they go?
Have bunkers.
They have
if they have to.
They have bunkers. What do you have, Baba Booey?
Yeah, well, we have the top. We can go to your apartment. We get a better view when the plane comes.
Yeah.
FAA has shut down all planes. Nothing in the country can take off.
Go Yeah, Chief, I'm on 5-5. I got a rest. I'll try to get up there as soon as possible.
Joining us by phone now is Don Chauncey. Don, are you there?
Yes, I am.
You witnessed what happened at the Pentagon. What did you see?
From my office, I was able to see a white jet, like a Gulfstream type commuter jet, I guess, just came at a high rate of speed. I can see National Airport's tower from our office.
Right.
And it just increased its speed as it got closer to the Pentagon, and then I just saw the big yellow ball of fire.
Don, exactly where is your office? From where are you watching this?
Our office is right at St. Barnabas Road in the Beltway, so I overlook the Beltway from my office.
Could you tell, Don, did the plane come out of National?
No.
No, it did
No,
not.
absolutely not. There was it appeared to be a U.S. Air commuter jet that went over top of our building, which is a normal flight pattern, I guess, for the
Right.
commuters.
Yeah.
And this looked like it was coming from, I'm guessing, down Columbia Pike in Arlington, down that way, and then just picked up a high rate of speed. I mean, from my desk right now, I can see the Pentagon, basically where the metro station is and the buses. I can see that to the right, but I can't see the south parking area.
Right. Don, what's the reaction of others in your office? I mean, watching the World Trade Center and then seeing this right literally in your own backyard.
Well, myself and another coworker that sits beside us, both of us were actually on the phone looking out the window when it happened, and both of us dropped the phone and we picked it back up and said, we have to go. It looked like there was a plane crash either at the airport or at the Pentagon.
Don, hold on with us for a second. We're just getting this bulletin.
Chopper 4 local desk for Pete. Yeah, just so you know, when we go down to refuel, we will not be allowed back up in the air.
See the Highway 1 car. Highway 1 car. We need it for an escort to the hospital for a fireman. Battalion 7. 4-5. 1-5 to 1-5 roof and iron.
Come on, let's go. Everybody out of here. Let's go. Come on, for your own safety. Get out of here.
Brooklyn Bridge. Následuje katastrofa. They're in the building. The debris is
All right, they're pulling Jeff away to go talk about United 93.
Do we want to think about scrambling aircraft?
Oh, God, I don't know.
That's a decision somebody's going to have to make probably in the next 10 minutes.
Everybody just left the room.
Hey, can you imagine if there was something in those planes that crashed? You know
There
what I'm
was
talking about?
something in there.
No, I'm saying
People.
like a chemical or something like that.
They don't
that's
need
supposed
more
to
than
spread.
the fuel.
That's right. That's all they need.
If it was no, he's got a point. What if there's some killer gas in there, some chemical?
We'd
That's a
already
good point.
be dead.
I think everybody. We'd already be dead.
No, nothing. There's no air in this building.
We're the
Not to make a joke.
We're the only ones left there.
I swear to you, I'm getting queasy.
Oh, I
There's every reason to
I'm
be.
having trouble breathing.
There's every reason to be.
Who do I sue?
We are under attack like never before.
Howard will be the only casualty.
No, I'm telling you, I'm starting to get agita.
Well, don't have a heart attack before you find out
I
what's
feel
going
like
to happen.
I'm very angry.
I
Leave
know.
into a paper bag.
I'm very angry. I feel that people need to suffer now.
on over. Buddy, come on over by us.
You're not going to class tonight. Subways are closed. If we had stayed here and just taken video, we would have had a perfect view of it.
Hi, Wanda, I don't know if you heard, but we had a crash into the Pentagon by a 737. I think it was 737 or 757. Shut down all arrivals in the National Airport.
Crash in the Pentagon. National is shut down.
Right.
You national? National. National?
The Federal Aviation Administration has shut down all aircraft takeoffs nationwide. All aircraft takeoffs nationwide have been halted by the FAA.
United 415. We got two isolated pockets of fire. We should be able to knock it down with two lines. Where you know that? 78th floor, numerous 1045 call horns. What state are you in, Oreo? 7 Alpha to Lobby Command Post. 15 to Battalion 7. Oh, 915. Chief, what state are you in? South Tower, Adam. South Tower. 478. 10-4, we have numerous civilians. We have got two engines up here. All right, 10-4, we're on our way.
Jan, we have another witness on the telephone of the second plane slamming into the second tower. His name is Robert Thomas from Brooklyn Heights. Can you hear me, Robert?
Yes, I can.
Can you tell us exactly what you saw?
I was on the roof deck of my building watching the fire from the first explosion, and I was on the phone with my parents in Florida, and I watched the second plane coming in from Staten Island-ish area, and I was telling my mom on the phone, that plane is too low. I can't believe it's that close to the building after the first one hit. And it was gray on the top plane. It was about the size of one of the shuttles, maybe coming from D.C. area. It was not a small plane. It was like a 737 or something. And whatever airline is gray on the top. And I saw it hit the building. I have a very good friend who works at Windows in the World, the pastry chef, Heather Ho, and I hope to God she's okay today.
Have you attempted to reach her?
I tried to call her at home. The work number is busy, of course. I tried to call her at home and got her message.
Okay. Again, we've been talking about how the FBI is reporting, or is investigating reports that at least one aircraft, if not two, were hijacked earlier today. So from your vantage point, what you could see appeared to be the size of perhaps a shuttle aircraft.
Right. It was not a small plane. It was a big plane.
Okay.
I know people have been saying a small commuter, but it wasn't small. It was definitely a, it definitely held a good group of people.
Mm-hmm. Could you see anybody through the windows or the cockpit of that aircraft?
No,
or were you too far away?
It wasn't that close, but I could clearly see the plane coming in. I could clearly see it aiming straight for the building. It was in a long, swooping motion. It wasn't a jerky flight. It went straight into it.
Oh, my.
And it was it was so low, it was unbelievable to watch. I'll tell you what, I'm scared right now.
Thank you. We appreciate your comments, and we thank you very much for giving us this information, because, of course, we are trying to find...
Oh, my God.
I mean, what happens if people are on the other floor?
There's another one there on the side of the building.
Field, 10 miles west of Morgantown, code 3404, 350 direct Charleston.
How fast is he going?
415 knots.
Let me talk to him here.
All right, Henderson, Allegheny 59.
What was the call sign there, Allegheny?
This is Henderson. Yeah, Moorfield asked to talk to you, sir, 2654. I'm going to give them control for turns and put them on him.
That's approved.
Why?
this morning.
That's right. I'm Carol Costello. Don Hudson. We want to go live to Sam Ford right now. He is live at Reagan National Airport with an update on the air crash at the Pentagon. Sam Ford, tell us what you can.
Well, Carol, as you can see, there's this huge cloud of smoke behind me, and that is the location of the Pentagon. We had come here to National Airport to, continue our coverage of the situation in New York because the airports had been shut down. No sooner had we gotten here and stopped the car than we looked up, and there was this cloud of smoke billowing from the Pentagon. There had been a traffic accident here at National, and a number of emergency vehicles were dealing with that. Then suddenly we saw this, and I would say within a couple of minutes they were all tearing out of here, heading toward the Pentagon. We asked folks here. One of the police officers told me that he had heard a plane had gone into the Pentagon. Obviously, more of the situations in New York. People here are extremely nervous, and some are saying that they wanted us to leave this area. We don't know if they're going to shut down the airport or evacuate this place. If this is a concern, at this point, people are still here, but there is concern about the safety of this place. Obviously, with these bombs going off or planes crashing into buildings all over the place.
Původně jsem chtěl natočit naši cestu do Pensylvánie a vidíte, co z toho vzniklo.
Find out exactly what happened on this Tuesday morning.
Jane, we're learning the State Department has also been evacuated. The Associated Press has learned that the White House was evacuated after the Secret Service did receive a credible threat of a terrorist act.
You just heard some news?
They don't know about the second, but they said the first plane was hijacked from Boston. They hit the first, but then they hijacked. This is all unconfirmed. It's all over. Everybody's saying all kinds of things. You don't really know.
Battalion 7, ladder 15. 15. I need 2 of your firefighters. Adam, stay away to knock down 2 fires. We got a house line stretch. We can get some water on it. Knock it down, okay? All right, 10-4, we're coming up with Sands. We're on 77 now in the beach there. I'll be right to you. 15, 171, we're coming right up.
Every aircraft in the air has been ordered to land at the nearest airport immediately. This is obviously a step to clear the air of all innocent aircraft. Whether there remain any guilty aircraft is debatable, but at least what the government is trying to do is clear the air, and obviously, well, not obviously, but it looks like what they will do is they will then put up military planes, and anyone still in the air is going to get shot down.
Yes, I hope she's not at work.
I was told by several people that there was in fact an explosion. I was told by one witness, an Air Force senior enlisted man, that he was outside when it occurred. He said that he saw a helicopter circle the building. He said that it appeared to be a U.S. military helicopter, and that it disappeared behind the building where the helicopter landing. And that he then saw a fireball going to the sky. I'm attempting to make my way around to that side of the building in my car right now to see if I can get a better visual perspective on the scene on that side of the building.
Oh, I know, it's lower.
Tell me again, I worked at the Pentagon as well, and it is a huge building. I mean, it's miles and miles of offices. At what location did this seem to have detonated?
It's at the heliport. The heliport, which is as you sit in the Pentagon, you have the Potomac River and Washington D.C. on one side, and the heliport is located almost exactly on the opposite side of the building, along one of the highways. Easily accessible, even though that they've increased security here significantly at the Pentagon within the past couple of years.
Mick,
that area.
I want to mention to you, Mick, that we are hearing again unconfirmed reports that this was the result of a plane crashing in the area as well.
I have no idea, Katie. All I know is that people who were in the building who came running from that part of the building thought it was a bomb of some kind.
This is in Sarasota, Florida. President George W. Bush about to board Air Force One, heading back very quickly to Washington, canceling all of his events there, and he will be heading over to the Situation Room with top officials, including National Security Advisor Condoleezza Rice.
Oh, so they were commercial things?
Yeah.
That's why you don't want to go.
So they were hijacked.
I hope they didn't hijack it from Boston. Huh?
They hijacked it from Boston.
Oh, yeah. From Logan Airport?
Right.
Isn't Logan under construction?
Evacuating the west wing of the White House.
It's time to stop screwing around with these people, and I'm talking all the way down to Saddam
begging
Hussein.
for it.
Yeah. Countries like Yemen and the United Arab Emirates who house these people and let these people do this.
All of them. Blow them all to sky high.
Begging us for
Atom bombs.
major attention.
Atom bombs.
Nuclear strikes all over the world.
Nuclear war. Just do it so that they're flattened out and it turns into a paved road, and we'll take the oil for ourselves.
Parks over there.
And we'll take the oil for ourselves, by the way.
What do we have there? I mean, do we have any person there?
But that's it here. As you can see the smoke, and you can see, paper flying about. Yes, Carol.
Sam, a question for you. We understand that there is a tail section of a plane sticking out of the Pentagon, and a plane did hit the Pentagon. Is that true?
Well, at this point, Carol, we are at National Airport, so all we can really see is the flames. Now, I understand we have some photographers over at the Pentagon. I cannot tell you exactly, but from our vantage point, we see smoke.
Sam, if I can interrupt, we do have an eyewitness who actually saw this event take place. They're on the phone with us now. Is it Mr. or Ms. Gurman?
Mr. Gurman.
Okay, Mr. Gurman, tell us what happened.
I saw a big explosion, a ball of fire. My window rattled, and I looked at it. It was a big ball of fire and the smoke coming out. But I'm looking at it right now. It's Mr. Navy Annex and Mr. Pentagon. It's like so many high-rise buildings. It's probably a parking lot, or there's a cemetery behind the Navy Annex.
Mr. Gurman, did you actually see a plane?
I didn't see a plane. I heard the explosion. I thought it was a flyby because I live next to the airport. My window rattled. I looked out. I saw a bowl of fire and just smoke coming out.
Are you feeling nervous right now, Mr. Gurman?
Oh, very much so. I thought I was hit. I mean, the building shook so much.
As I moved further still, I was focusing on the impact site and the firefighting directly across from the fire engine and the control tower at the heliport. All the while I'm looking for, and again, seeing videotape and photographs and reading information about airplane crashes, I'm looking for wreckage, and I don't see anything discernible. I can't find a piece of anything.
Jet 956, turn right heading 260.
Okay, 260 for Jet 956. Have these guys got a target on that other airplane?
We believe there's one up there yet.
Okay, we might be able to see him when we come back around to the turn. We had visual on him before.
American
10, 60 Blue Ridge.
United 93 we think is up. I see the primary there. That's the primary. We think that's him. Okay. We're not sure of the altitude. All right.
But I can tell you that security has certainly clamped down. The U.S. Park Police and other federal law enforcement department has arrived in force on the scene. There's a Park Police helicopter overhead. Every car that arrived at the gate where I was located was being stopped by officers at gunpoint. Everyone is being forced out of their vehicles as they arrive at the Pentagon. Very tense situation, obviously, but initial reports from witnesses indicate that there was, in fact, a helicopter circling the building, contrary to what the AP reported, according to the witnesses I've spoken to anyway, and that this helicopter disappeared behind the building and that there was an explosion. That's about all I have from here.
Okay, let's do this, Chris. Why don't you continue reporting and we'll pass on.
Let's go to Atlanta. Chad Myers can talk to us a bit about the air traffic problems. Chad, are you there?
Aaron, yes. All of the airports across the country have been shut down. We started with Zone New York, which includes Islip, Newark, JFK, LaGuardia, all the way down to Philadelphia.
Now, to try to calm us down, the only person I can think of is on the phone, Cabby. Crazy Cabby. Yes, Cabby.
You can make sense of all this?
Yes. Cabby.
Howard,
yeah.
I live in Brooklyn, and I'm standing on the roof of my building, and it's disgustingly sick what is going on. Who did this, first of all? And second of all, it's time to stop toying and letting these people come into our country and blow things up and do it all over the world. You know, we keep guys like Osama bin Laden around because we need enemies. We need a reason to build bombs. And I swear to God, if this isn't a reason to wipe out every freaking terrorist on the planet Earth, today we have the technology. We know where they are.
We can do it.
It's just do it.
We're afraid of the world reaction. Now, don't be afraid.
Screw them. That's what I say. Screw the rest of the world.
I mean, you talk about attacking us at our heart. We're on the building with binoculars, and somebody said they think they saw somebody jump out of the building because the building's on fire.
Oh, my God. This is just
I can't, I'm in shock.
I'm in shock, too, and I'll tell you one thing. I'm getting increasingly woozy from this.
And they're closing down all of Manhattan. We will not be let off this island.
I have no idea.
There you can see people hurrying back up into Air Force One.
And we are reading on the Associated Press wires that the West Wing of the White House has now been evacuated. The West Wing of the White House. Let's go back and listen to the continuing description at the Pentagon by Jim Miklaszewski.
Well, nobody's given us the official word yet, but I think that's probably a safe bet. Thank goodness that was a helicopter that just flew by. I'm just a little nervous right now when you hear aircraft go past, but they have, in fact, evacuated that portion of the building. Usually they have sirens that go off in the building alerting you to the fact that it's time to get out. I haven't heard those yet. But just judging by the pictures, it's clear that that part of the building that is not damaged, at least, has been evacuated. Like I said, in the hallway, it was pandemonium. People were rushing from the outside.
And you're in your office at the Pentagon right now, Mick, reporting to us?
I am in the office.
You did?
I was on the 4th floor and I saw it come down by the tank. The air lighter? Yeah. That's where it went in it. Yeah.
Where were you when that happened?
I was on the 4th floor. I work in the post office.
Where's that at? Post
right next to it.
Do you know what time that was?
The last one happened about 2 minutes after 9.
And the first one?
About 8:30. Another one. We thought what time the last one was. I just hit out to lunch at 9 o'clock.
You're lucky.
We didn't even get to hit out for lunch. I got one of Jet Airliners. About 2 minutes after 9, the last one. And I just went to the window. Yeah.
Is that a carrier station you work at?
Yeah, that's what about it's a federal building. Like this. It came from towards Broadway. It came this way and met a bank.
Right.
Right in the corner of the building.
And what happened? Did it go into the building?
Well, it exploded upon impact. Yeah, it exploded upon impact.
Down here from California, we're in that interpretation of the tax.
I'm getting ready to go home and rock the building. That's incredible. No. Another person?
No.
Did you see that? What?
About 9 o'clock.
You saw?
Yeah, I saw about 4 people.
4 people jumping?
Yeah.
Bodies?
They looked like they were skydiving. They had their hands out like this, and their legs like, you know how you skydive?
Yeah.
You saw that too?
Oh, serious.
Yeah, they were coming out of it. They had no choice.
A guy just dropped about 15, 20 minutes ago.
Either burn or die from the smoke. They just figured.
Allegheny, we need to get Chautauqua 4878 out of the way because he's going right at the United.
I see that. Somebody turn him. I'll get him. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, you're watching. You got your primary.
I see the primary on United 93.
Okay. We don't know an altitude is what we don't know. Okay.
ExecJet 956, contact the Indianapolis Center, 133.77. Appreciate your patience.
Panel 3377 for 956, no problem. Good luck on everything.
Well, we're now getting reports that the White House has been threatened. Here, we're also getting reports that Capitol has been evacuated. The West Wing of the White House evacuated to go along with all this. What started at 8:40 this morning, New York, is now threatening, of course, our city, our safety, and a lot of folks
and
very concerned.
The pictures you're looking at right now are from our live cameras. You can see smoke pouring near the Pentagon. Mr. Germa, do you want to add anything? I can hear you're still on the phone with us.
I'm trying to get out of here because I live a few miles from the Pentagon.
Okay, you get going, Mr. Germa. We understand. Thank you for joining us. Let's go to a White House shot that we have right now. The White House West Wing has been evacuated, as we understand. We know that President Bush is not there, but he is on his way back to Washington. You can see the armed guards on top of the White House keeping watch. But at this point, they, as well as we, don't know exactly what's going to happen, but everyone is on standby, as you might expect.
And as you mentioned, in case people are wondering and didn't see President Bush in Florida for an educational issue down there, he made a brief announcement about this and said he was on his way back here to deal with it, and of course saying that the terrorist acts will not be tolerated and that they will be looking into it. But after he made that comment is when it happened at the Pentagon. At that time, only the 2 planes had crashed into the Twin Towers, the World Trade Center in New York.
We wish you could tell you more about what's going on in our own backyard at the Pentagon. We don't know if there were any injuries. We do know there was a construction scene on the scene at the time. We do know when they heard something explode, they turned around and they started to run. We do not know if anyone inside the Pentagon or around it was hurt.
We have Dawn on the phone now, who was another witness to what happened at the Pentagon. Dawn, can you hear us? Dawn?
Hello?
Yes, Dawn. This is Andrea in the newsroom with Mike Buchanan. What did you see?
I saw it was an American Airlines 757, and it came in and hit the heliport, came down Columbia Pike and hit the heliport next to the Pentagon. I live in an apartment building on that side of the Pentagon, and it just crashed right into it. I don't know if it damaged the side of the Pentagon, but the Pentagon doesn't look that badly damaged, but I know it hit at least the heliport on the side of the Pentagon.
You said it was a 757. How could you tell?
Airlines.
How could you see that?
Yes, I could see it. And my roommate is an airplane person, and he saw it too. I mean, we saw the whole thing.
Okay.
Did it didn't come out of National? It came
No,
in from the west.
It came right down
Columbia Pike.
Low and with throttles on.
With the full throttle.
Yeah. He actually added power right by the Sheridan.
And that's what we heard from Don as well. Added power and went straight for the Pentagon. So this was no accident.
No.
It was deliberate.
This was aimed right at it. But unfortunately, I think it hit the heliport and didn't look like it damaged too much of the Pentagon.
All right, Don, thank you very much for calling us with that.
Andrea, hey, listen, thank you very, very much.
And call field com.
Field com, Carrier.
Okay, building 2, 100th floor, northwest conference room, people trapped.
Building 2, 100th floor, northwest conference room, 10-4.
10-4, 095,
Engine 271 Attic, engine 6 in Manhattan.
271, go ahead.
Yeah, we're 10-8.
10-4.
What we're seeing now is that there's information that the aircraft at the Pentagon crashed in a helicopter landing pad near the Pentagon. Again, the West Wing of the White House evacuated amid threats of terrorism.
As well as the U.S. Capitol and the State Department.
I don't know from what airport, from Boston.
They stopped all Pentagon. They stopped all air traffic.
Where are the planes are coming from?
What's the from Boston, listen.
Trade Center. That's Air Force One you see in Florida, the president on board. Obviously extraordinary security around the plane before the president got on, and the president is heading back to Washington. A short time ago, the president made a statement. He said terrorism against our nation will not stand. The government will hunt down those responsible.
In the area, let's go. Watch your back. Whoa! To the camera.
Yeah, they said they hit the Pentagon. But that was, a DEA guy told us, but it wasn't confirmed.
I mean, this building's going to be open today. No, not that building. No. May have nothing to do with it. Yeah, but from a safety standpoint, this isn't safe. Like a check? That building, even several World Trade Center being open at all.
Mr. Bush said today we've had a national tragedy. 2 planes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on the country. And we also have a report now that it was a plane that crashed into the Pentagon, and we have a large fire at the Pentagon. The Pentagon is being evacuated as we speak now. The White House has been evacuated as well.
No,
because it's probably a commercial airline that was hijacked. Think of all the people on these planes.
They just said a plane was hijacked from Boston, one of these planes.
767 is, I called my wife, and she said that the report she heard was that it was a 767 out of Boston, and that is probably
the first one.
I think that's the second.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Cabby, thanks for the call.
There's nothing. That's Let's go.
Commercial 10-10.
All commercial, but no people in it, just
Who knows? Who knows?
No, you can't get anything out. No calls out.
Howard, this is
I know. I don't even.
biggest travesty to ever hit the world.
It is the one. It's certainly the biggest travesty in our lifetime.
I cannot believe it. I'm disgusted by humans, and we better take care of business, or we're all lost.
Yeah, our way of life will be destroyed. We are now we have to sit in fear.
Exactly.
Now it's time to get busy.
Country on the planet,
If we
and
sit
let
in
this
fear, we
happen.
deserve to have our lives destroyed.
Right. Don't sit and listen to these other countries like France, you fakes.
Wait and see.
Yeah, how many times have we bailed their ass out, and they house terrorists too?
Oh, absolutely.
Get rid of them too.
That was perhaps one of the planes that was involved in this disaster this morning. Apparently both towers of the World Trade Center hit by aircraft. And additionally, a report that a plane has crashed into the Pentagon this morning. West wing of the White House has been evacuated. President Bush was not there when all of this occurred. He was at a school in the...